Welcome to another chapter in the cinematic tabletop Mordheim saga. Today's dust-up features life of the party, Sigmar's judgment, proselytizing the money-grubbing Modern Dwarfare for grubbing money. It is the root of all evil, after all, which is why the witch hunters demand you hand all of yours over to them for proper dispersal. I guess because they're so insufferable is why everybody keeps ambushing them, because today's scenario is surprise attack. The constant barking, howling, chanting, and self-flagellating probably makes the task a little bit easier too, by the way. So yes, the dwarf treasure hunters get the drop on our religious doomers, and depending on the rolls, may well regret the idea. Though really, the very fact that they go first and have extra long-range crossbows thanks to the tinkerings of the warband's engineer means that they should get a few good shots in at the hunters. Speaking of which, me, the witch hunter player, has to make a roll for each hero and henchman group to see who starts on the table. Fortunately or unfortunately, it's only two models that deploy from the get-go. That being the witch hunter Stefan Steiner and the hireling minstrel Blondel. They set up like so. While the dwarves set up like so. With a bit of luck, the hunter could become the hunted, though it's always up to the dice. Let's see how things pan out. First turn of the game, attack always goes first in a surprise attack. So movement.
So they're just going to be trying to do the sneaky around here. That's it.
That's it for movement. For some reason I thought I could start hidden, and that's why I put that guy up on the tower, and upon closer inspection he does not. So I'm just going to have to hope for the best, pray to Sigmar, and hope that my skills and equipment and a bit of luck will see Steiner through this hail of quarrels.
Yep, so it's the Short Shaft brothers as well as Beyond Middle Shaft.
They're all in range. It's long range though. So who's first?
I guess start with the single one, that's Beyond Middle Shaft.
So Beyond Middle Shaft is going to snap off a quarrel at Steiner. So it'll be -1 for range, -1 for cover.
Yep, so he's got ballistic skill 3.
3, so that becomes a 6. No. Who's next?
We got the Short Shaft brothers, there's 4 of them. Do I roll individually?
Yeah, one by one.
Okay, so
the first one.
Ballistic skill 4.
Yep. Okay, so that'll be a 5 for these guys. So first one, miss. Second one, hit.
Ooh.
Alright, let's see if my lucky charm saves. No, it does not. Alright, so strength 4. His toughness is 3, so you only need a 3 for this.
Nice.
Okay, so I'll do a dodge. So 5+. Yes,
hey.
Dodged. Nice one. I'm glad I got that skill. Alright, so that was the second one. Third of the brothers. That's a hit again. Yeah, I should probably do the dodge now before you roll a wound. Nope. Alright, so now roll a wound. So that's a wound. Will my armor save me? He has a shield. He normally wields 2 weapons, but you can always carry a shield on you. Mm-hmm. Even if you've got 2 weapons or 2-handed weapon, and you get that shield bonus against ranged weapons. So it will be a 5+.
Nice.
No. Alright, so he's down 1 wound. Alright, so that was
that was the third one, so 1 more.
Yep. Last one.
Oh, no,
just
a miss.
missed. Whew.
But I got 1 wound on you.
You did. I'm just happy that you didn't just completely just Robocop him.
Yeah, but then there is still Carrot Iron Founderson because he's got Nimble.
Oh, okay.
So he's got
ballistic skill
4.
Okay, so it's -3 because he moved as well. So he'll need 6. No. Alright, and that concludes the dwarves' turn. Top of turn 1 for the witch hunters. No reinforcements come in. But first thing I'm going to do, without a doubt, is simply hide Mr. Steiner here, who is in a good spot. If he had a hunting rifle or a crossbow of his own, but he doesn't, so he's just gonna cower in the corner. So that's him done. Alright, then we got Blondel, who's just gonna run his way around to there and hide like so. Pretty sure he should be out of sight.
Yeah, hiding behind the tower.
Of the dwarves. Alright, and that's it for the witch hunters. And then it's on to turn 2, starting with the dwarves. First of all, we've got the front rank of, I guess it's the thunderers and...
Yep, the short shafts and the middle shafts are finally getting their axe together.
The axe together? Was that a dwarf pun?
You know it. Pure gold.
There we go, much better. And then we've got the melee contingent moving into that building. Back to the witch hunters, and this is a big round because this is the first of the reinforcement rounds. So time to roll to see who comes on and who does not. And being quite uncreative, I'm just gonna go according to my list on the roster here. So starting with Captain Hellman, yes. And Brother Roderick, yes. Okay.
Wasting all your 6s.
Exactly. Griswold, no. Wolfhard, yes. Steiner's already in, and then Bob Berg, no. So that's the heroes. And then we've got Flagellants, the Doomsayers. Yes. And Gunther and Heinz, the 2 Zealots. Yes. Alright, it's going to be a big mob.
Was it only 4+ you needed?
Yeah. And then last but not least, the Hounds. No doggies. They're off, I don't know, cocking a leg somewhere in the gutter. Cool. So I'll bring them on.
Where?
Exactly, and then I've got to work out where. So the northern side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That side.
Uh-oh.
Same as you. This will be interesting. Alright, so the witch hunters are coming in. Alright, back to the dwarves, we got some movement. Back to the witch hunters. Time to check for reinforcements again. So, I'll start with the dogs this time. No. What are they up to? And then we've got Wolfhard. No. And Griswold. Yes. So Griswold is the only one that makes it on. Which table edge? 1 being north. 2. So the western table edge. Damn it, that's as far away from the action as it can be. That's fine. Quick correction, it was actually Bob Berg that I was rolling for because Wolfhard's already on the tabletop, in the battle so to speak. But anyway, with that out of the way, we've got this chap here being Griswold. So he has nimble, so he can move up to 4, which he'll do. Hopefully without moving the entire city as he does so. So there he is. Behind that tower, and then he'll just shoot at the nearest dwarf, I guess. Alright, never mind all that. Turns out that from his perspective, he can't see anything. So instead, he'll just move up to there, from the table edge to there. Now he definitely can see them. And it'll be one of the dudes with the axes. But first, we got to do the rest of the movement, so we'll get that out of the way. So yeah, I'm just going to run dudes up this ladder, I suppose, for the most part. That's it. So Steiner chomping at the bit to try and get at the dwarves for the insult of shooting at him. He's going to step out of the shadows. And he's going to run down this ladder like so. So that should be fairly stable. And Blondel probably should too, but he's not going to move. Alright, so shooting phase. Only Griswold will take a shot. He does have nimble, and he'll be shooting at one of the short shafts, is it?
Yep.
Right, so it'll be -1 for movement, -1 for range, -1 for cover. I think that's a 6 followed by a 4. But he does get 2 shots. He's got quick shot. Hey, there's a chance. So needing a 4. Yep, that's a hit.
Whoa.
Now that guy's toughness is what?
Toughness 4.
Okay, so 4 plus to wound. No. Alright,
Nice.
and that's it. Back to the dwarves. Alright, so dwarves, time to move. No charges, right?
Nope, no charges.
So just regular movement first.
Yep. But yeah, so that's all my movement.
Alright, so shooting phase for the dwarves, starting with...
Carrot Iron Founderson, the leader.
Alright, so Carrot Iron Founderson is gonna snap off a shot at Gunter or Heinz in the Gunter and Heinz group. So, what's his ballistic skill?
Ballistic skill 4.
Alright, so 4, there's pretty much no modifiers, right?
No.
Yeah. So that'd be a 3 plus.
Of course.
Yeah. Alright, who's next?
Okay, so that would be... So let's start with Brian Middleshaft. So he's got ballistic skill 3. And he's short range. And he's just, aiming at this guy.
Same guy?
Yep. So 3, ballistic skill 3.
Yep, that's a hit.
That's definitely a hit.
Toughness is 3, so you need a 3 plus.
Yep.
Alright, so roll to see what happens to him.
Oi.
Bam! Gets a shot right in the throat. He's taken out. Zapped. So we got another middle shaft? Or a short shaft this time?
No, we're up to the short shafts. So I've got 4.
So one at a time. I guess they'll be shooting the...
Yeah, just the other pitchfork guy.
Alright, so Gunter, let's say Heinz bought the farm. That's a miss.
Miss.
Second one, that's most certainly a hit, and 3 plus.
Yes.
Yep. 1 wound, so roll see what happens.
Hey.
Wow, he's taken out as well.
Yeah.
So the second chap in the duo of Gunter and Heinz also cops a dwarf's quarrel. Somewhere very ouchy. So continuing on.
So ballistic skill 4.
Another short shaft.
Yep, another
Yep, so
2 more short shafts.
Yep, so who's he shooting at?
I guess
one of the flagellants? I
Yeah,
guess?
one of this flagellant.
Yep, the one on the
right.
edge. Why not? Yep, that's a hit.
Hey.
Toughness 4 though, so you need a 4 this time. No! Sigmar protects. And then your last one.
Yep, so the same
dude.
Same
Yep.
guy.
Miss! Nice.
Okay.
Alright, well that was pretty good for you. Two takedowns. Alright, let's see if I can salvage this with a big old off charge. Alright, back to Witch Hunters. Time to check for reinforcements. We've got Bob Berg. Nope. Guess he's too far away, looking for Weirdstone, and then the Hounds. That finally come in. Alright, what table wedge do they come in at? 5.
Yeah, that's
That side again.
Yep.
That's good. Okay, so that's cool. But before the Hounds make it to the battlefield, it's time to announce charges. I'm going to have this Flagellant is going to charge up here. Yeah, so there and attack that dude. And have that Flagellant charge up and attack that Slayer. Second Flagellant's going to charge up and attack that guy. So yeah, that's the charges, just those 3 Flagellants for now. Yeah, easily. You know what, I'm just going to move him like that. Because otherwise, like, someone breathes heavily. And I'm going to have to do the same here, because look, this is going to happen. See? Yeah, these guys are taking so much punishment. Like, the close-ups reveal that the paint's chipped on their faces, where they've gone face down on this rough surface. Even with the...
No, they're just like war scars.
Yeah, they really are. This guy is resin, so he's nice and light, so he should be okay. And then regular movement. Alright, so that's most of this done. Right, so that's charges out of the way. Time to bring on the doggies. That's them. So Steiner's going to keep moving down like so. Alright, so Blondel the Bard is going to have to jump down from the platform he's on. There's no ladders in the building he's currently occupying.
More like a bard's did.
And that'll be 3 or less. Yay, he made it. Awesome. So he comes out of hiding, runs to the edge, jumps down to there, and then keeps running to about there. So that's it for movement for the Witch Hunters. On to shooting. So shooting phase for the Witch Hunters. I'm going to start with the Warrior Priest with his Armor of Righteousness spell. Because he now has a Holy Book, it's easier to cast. So he only needs an 8, which he gets. So he starts glowing with a Holy Aura and gets a 2+ armor save and has fear. Alright, and then on to shooting proper. So we'll start with old mate here, Griswold. So he's going to shoot at Bjorn Longshaft. So needing a 6 this time because he didn't move. Come on, 6. Yeah, he got it. You beauty. And what's his toughness?
Toughness 4.
Oh, hang on, I got another shot, which you didn't get. Right, so strength 4, toughness 4. Nope.
Nice.
I'm going to re-roll that. So I'm using a rabbit's foot. There we go. Does he have multiple wounds?
No.
Alright. So he's just stunned. Heinrich Hellmann will be using his crossbow pistol and he's taking aim at the rival warband leader.
Carrot Iron Founderson.
Yes, Mr. Iron Founderson. So it'll be -1 for movement, -1 for cover, and -1 for range because it's a crappy little crossbow pistol. So -3, but he does have ballistic skill 5. So it goes from a 2+ to a 5+. And it's a hit. Do you have a lucky charm for your leader?
I've got a shield.
But do you have a lucky charm?
I've got a rabbit's foot.
But no lucky charm.
I've got a helmet.
Okay. So I got to roll to wound then, because you got no thingy. So what's your toughness?
Toughness 4.
Okay, so 4+. Yep. So now you make your save. So you've got a shield.
And a helmet.
Yep. So the helmet doesn't figure into it, but...
shield.
Do you have armor of any sort, or just the shield?
Nah, just shield.
Alright, so you need a 6. Could save you. Oh! Do you have multiple wounds?
He's only got 1 wound.
Only got 1 wound. But he's a dwarf, right? So I need a 6 to take him out of action. Is that correct?
Yes.
Damn, they're nuggety. Okay, so in that case, he just hits the dirt face first. I mean, it doesn't take him out, but it stops him from shooting back next turn. So yeah, on to hand-to-hand combat. So it's just going to be, for the time being, the Doomsayers, my flagellants. Alright, so one of the Doomsayers up on the barrel is going to attack one of the Gillette Beardlings, and he's going to use both attacks on one of them. So he's got, 2 attacks, weapon skill 4. What's their weapon skill?
3.
Alright, so he hits on 3 pluses, so that's 1 hit. Toughness?
Toughness 4.
Yep, so wounding on a 2+. That's a crit. Bludgeoning weapons. 3, he's clubbed. So I ignore armor saves and saves from helmets.
Yep, no helmets.
Alright, and he's only got 1 wound, presumably.
Yep, 1 wound.
Okay. 3. So that's stunned. So this chap here gets walloped and is stunned. He will have to make an initiative check because he's near an edge. So 2 initiative, 1 or 2 will do it. No, so he fails. So he falls. So roll another initiative check. Okay, so he fails and falls. So the first fall was a tiny one. Yeah, just an inch. So that'll be D3 strength 1 hits. So it'll be 2 hits. So roll them both. Only on 6s can he be hurt. Nope, so he's fine from that. So then the second fall is 3 inches, I believe. No, not even 2. Okay, so he should be fine here. At least I knocked him out of the battle. So D3 strength 2 hits for the second fall. So that's 3. And these will also be 6s. Wow, alright, that's a wound. No crits though for falls, so roll to see what happens to him. So he's just knocked down, but he's already face down, so yeah. So we got one of these Gillette dwarves, gets swatted down, oof, lands there, and then continues to tumble down into this dark little corner of Mordheim. Okay, so we've got the second of the Gillette dwarves that wasn't engaged. He's still in hand-to-hand with the Doomsayer, so he gets to fight back now.
He's got weapon skill 3.
Yep, so 4+ to hit. No. Okay, so on with the show. We move to the next up.
Yep,
Doomsayer fighting the Slayer.
So that's Tom Ariason.
Tom Ariason.
He's got Death Wish, all immune to Psych, all that.
So what's his weapon skill more importantly?
Weapon skill 4.
But using 2 axes, right? So in that case, because of the house rule, his weapon skill is reduced by 1. So I hit on 3s. So both hit, and you can't parry if you have a dwarf axe.
Okay, good.
Oh, so a wound and a crit. And that is the best crit in the game. Because it's bludgeoned. The victim automatically goes out of action if he fails his armor save, even if he has several wounds remaining. He will still be taken out of action by this attack. So he's completely crushed. So the mighty blow.
Yep, there's a mighty blow.
It blows mightily, I'll say that much. Anyway, the mighty blow from his flail, Tom Ariason is taken out. And the final attack for the turn. So Mary Beard is getting charged by a third of the Doomsayers. And her weapon skill is?
3.
Alright, so needing 3s. Both hit. Does she have a dwarf axe?
Just a normal axe.
Okay, so no parries. Toughness?
Toughness 4.
Yep, so 2+. Wow! Alright, so a wound and a crit again. Can I get that 6? Does she have a lucky charm?
No.
No 6, but a 2 is hammered. Knocked off balance, so she can't fight back if she survives. But she's only got 1 wound, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see what happens to her. That's cocked. Almost a 6 though. That is a 6 though. So yeah, she's taken out of action. Second one gets walloped. So another of the doughty dwarves is laid low by the flagellant's zealous attack. Bam! Mary Beard has her skull crushed. Hopefully for Barra's sake she survives and isn't taken out for good. Alright, back to the dwarves and its recovery. So we've got the dude in the corner there who's going to go face up to become knocked down. And then up on the other riser, we've got that chap. And then there's also your leader, right?
So he just stands up.
No, he goes face up because he was face down. Alright, so Chodson's going to charge at the flagellant. Yep, and then regular movement. Anyone else moving at all?
No.
Rightio, so shooting phase.
I'll start with Brian Bloodaxe on this chap here.
So Bloodaxe is going to take a shot at Steiner, needing a 3+. Yep, that's a hit. And then 3 again. Oh, wait. Dodge. Yep, dodged. Who's next?
I guess I'll do middle shaft first because he's
Where's
an individual. He's next to the short shafts.
Okay, shooting at?
The dogs.
Okay, so the closest one presumably.
Yep.
Alright, so what's his ballistic skill?
Ballistic skill 3.
Alright, so 4+. Ooh.
4 of the short shaft brothers. I've got ballistic skill 4.
Yep, so 3s to hit. So that's a hit. 3 again to wound.
Yeah.
Yep, and roll to see what happens. So that's stunned, and I'll roll an initiative check.
If he falls off the edge.
He does.
Yeah, cool.
So that's a strength 4, so D3, so 1. Yep. What does it do? Yep, so just face up. Alright, so then we got another of the short shafts.
Hey.
Yep, that's a hit.
Hey.
Wound. And that one's stunned. Alright, and then another of the short shafts.
Yep. Yep, so that's hit.
So that's the one
Coming up the stairs.
Yep. No wound.
So last one.
Lucky last. Yep, that's a hit.
God damn it, stop fucking
No wound. Alright, shooting done. Now we've got close combat. So that'll be your Slayer against my Flagellant.
So he's got weapon skill 4. Ooh.
Yep. And he's also got 2 axes.
Yep.
Is one of them a dwarf axe?
Yep.
Okay, good to know. Alright, so we need 4 pluses to hit. So that's 1 hit. And what's your strength?
Strength 3.
Okay, so you need a 5 to wound. No. Alright, so I'll fight back. Alright, so it's a fresh combat, so I do get the +2 to wound if I do hit. So I need 3s, 2 hits.
Of course.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well today. 2 pluses, so 2 wounds. Number of wounds?
2.
Okay, so the first one gets absorbed. Second one, though, is fatal. The second Slayer is laid low. You go toe to toe with a Flagellant. You better come prepared. Bam! Alright, and then the second fight left here, I believe, is just between the Flagellant on the barrel and the Gillette Dwarf. So this is down to initiative. So I got 4.
I got 2.
Alright, so 2 attacks. Weapon skill 4, V3 is it?
3.
Yep, so 3 ups. So 1 hit. I don't get the massive bonus to wound though, because he's still in the same combat. So toughness 4.
4.
Yep, strength 4, so 4 ups. No. So you get to fight back.
Okay, weapon skill 3.
Yep, so 4 up to hit. No. And that's it for close combat, yeah?
Yep.
Back to the Witch Hunters. And it's recovery phase where we get to do the bounce, doggy bounce. This doggy gets up on all 4s. That one is stunned and is now knocked down. I believe that's it. And then we got charges to announce. So we got these 3 dogs. Just to be safe, I think all 3 are going to have to charge this guy. And then my Flagellant, that one's going to charge that guy. That Flagellant's going to charge the guy on the ground here, I guess. Try and finish him off. My Warrior Priest's going to charge that guy. That's probably it. So we 1, 2, 3. Like that. This guy is going to charge that fella. Like so. Now, the question is the Warrior Priest in range? Yes, he is. So he will attack that guy. This Flagellant will attack that dwarf. And that's it for charges. Alright, so this dog got up, so he can't run. He can only move base. So that'll be 6. So, zoop. Then, zoop. So my leader Hellman's just going to walk to there. Or possibly even just get a charge off next turn if there is a next turn. So shooting phase first. Something that's important is that the Armor of Righteousness runs out at the beginning of the shooting phase, which means if it's still active when I declare a charge, then whoever I charged is affected by fear. So Barra, I'm going to need you to come over and make a fear check.
So what do I need?
Well, what's your leadership?
9.
Oh wow, yeah, you'll be fine. So you got to roll 9 or less on 2d6. Yep, so he's not affected. Alright, so then I charge, then it dissipates, and now I'm going to cast it again, because you can run and cast spells. No, didn't go off. But that's fine. Alright, and then we've got... I should have moved Griswold because there's no one to shoot anymore. Oh well. So this is Wolfhard Heilbronner shooting at Brian Bloodaxe. And if he misses, he might hit my leader in the back.
Nice.
I'm going to take that chance. So it'll just be ballistic skill 4. So it becomes a 4+. If I roll a 3, then the shot has a chance to hit the leader. No, so 1 complete miss and 1 hit. Does your engineer have any lucky charms?
No, you only got a rabbit's foot, shield, helmet.
Yep, toughness?
5.
5, okay, so I need a 5 even with a crossbow. She gets number of wounds?
Of course. 2.
2, okay, so you got a shield?
Yep.
So make your shield save. Needing a 6. Yay! So thwack, it hits the shield. It's nice when shields do their job. Alright, so this is my leader, Captain Hellman shooting at the engineer, and it'll just be -1 for movement. So that's a hit, because he hits on a 2+ with a 5. So it'll be 5 again. Oh, he'll need, no, okay, so nothing there. I think that's shooting. Close combat. I'm going to start with just beating on the guy that's on the ground there. Alright, so Bjorn Longshaft is face up, and he just got charged by the flagellant, so I just need to hit him, and any hit will just instantly kill him. So needing 3s. Yep, so he's out of action. Thwack. So another dwarf bites the dust. Crunch. Flagellants are taking no prisoners today. Alright, so moving on to the other charges, being the dogs. All 3 are attacking who?
That's short shaft.
First hound, weapon skill 4.
Weapon skill 4.
Okay, so 4 pluses. Miss. Second one. Hit. Toughness 4.
Toughness 4.
Alright. Nope. And then the third one. It's a hit. And a wound. And he's stunned. Damn it. And then moving on, we've got the flagellant attacking. Who's that up to?
So that's middle shaft. Weapons skill 4.
That's a 4 ups. Yay. And then toughness?
4.
So 2 pluses. Yep, 1 wound.
Yep, only 1 wound.
Okay. Just knocked down. Yep, so Brother Roderick's attacking one of the short shafts with 3 attacks with his hammer. Weapon skills, only 3 though. What's yours?
4.
4, alright, so needing 4s. So 2 hits.
Hell.
Oh no. Toughness 4, yeah?
Yep.
Strength only 3, so I need 5s. Damn, this guy needs to go to the gym. Probably a waste, but I'm going to use a rabbit's foot on that one. Come on, 6. Nah. Alright, so he fights back. So needing a 3.
Okay, so he's got axe, so weapon skill 4.
Yep, so needing a 3.
No. God damn it, that would have been good.
Yeah, so you're... And then I think all that's left is the flagellant on the barrel fighting the other. So I go first because I got initiative 4.
Yep.
Needing 3s. So that's 1 hit. Oh wow, suddenly the dice go sour on me.
So weapon skill 3.
Oh, same for you. Turns into a slap fight. Alright, and that's the end of the turn for the witch hunters. The question is, will you willingly run, or are you going to make a roll and keep fighting?
So I'd have to roll in my leadership to try and, like, if I roll under my leadership, then I stay.
Yeah. Equal to or less than.
Yeah, no, I'll leg it.
Barra and his dwarves have decided to pack up their goodies and go. As tends to be the case with this scenario, the ambush can turn around and make the hunters the hunted, which is exactly what happened here. Though I will say, unashamedly, that I got some pretty damn good rolls this session, and Barra not so much. So that definitely helped. I was almost positive that Steiner was just going to get riddled with quarrels at the very start, but he didn't, so I'm happy for that, regardless of the outcome. So good game, Barra.
Yep.
And on to the post-game. Some spectacular rolls for the witch hunters there, thwarting the dwarfs' chances of success after a very promising start. Now, let's see how they fare in the post-game, shall we? Of those fallen in battle, both slayers pull through unscarred, while poor old Bjorn Longshaft suffers a deep wound. Now, this is nothing permanent, thankfully, though he will have to miss the next 3 battles while he rests up. Mary Beard, on the other hand, is down for the count. Permanently. Guess her skull was crushed after all. Injuries for the witch hunters. Of the 2 fallen zealots, Heinz survives, while Gunther does not. A heavy loss for the zealots, as the group they are in is already maxed out, so it'll be difficult to replace any casualties there. Well, with that out of the way, it's time to track the progress of the living. No advance rolls for the witch hunters today, but a whole bunch for our stunted, beer-swilling treasure hunters. Their handsomely hirsute leader, Iron Founderson, becomes an absolute crackshot with the crossbow as his ballistic skill increases a point. Bloodaxe, the engineer's stubby little mug hoisters, grow mighty indeed as his strength increases from all those beard combing sessions. Chody the Slayer seemingly goes off-brand and learns the step-aside skill. I thought these blokes were supposed to welcome death, not dance around it. Never mind. On to the hench dwarfs. Bjorn Middleshaft sharpens his aim, while the Gillette Bros swing their axes with greater skill and ferocity, increasing their number of attacks in hand-to-hand combat. Though the talented Thunderer, Mary Beard, was laid low, Modern Dwarfare found a worthy substitute in the form of one of the short shafts. Say hello to Moxie Shortshaft, the Warband's newest hero. He also learns the nimble skill to seal the deal, and let me tell you, this has proven invaluable for my very own crossbowman too. Moving and shooting is no joke. Once combat has concluded, the surviving victors quickly fan out to plunder the immediate surroundings of their valuables. Sigmar's judgment get their hands on a total of 4 shards, plus another 5 pieces of gold ripped from a nearby corpse. Maybe Mary Beard's? The defeated Modern Dwarfare fall back to ruins already picked over previously, but still manage to locate 3 shards of Weirdstone, plus their bonus shard, for a total of 4 pieces as well. No doubles were rolled, however, so remarkably, no overturned carts crossed their path, or at least none that weren't already thoroughly searched, that is. 4 heroes did go out of action that battle, so I guess it makes sense. Once safely back at camp, the dwarfs sell 3 of their shards for 60 gold pieces, while the witch hunters turn in 7 shards for 70 gold pieces. Aside from mundane purchases, the dwarfs locate and purchase another 2 lucky rabbit's feet, invaluable for their post-game strategy. Meanwhile, the witch hunters track down the famous rogue Johann the Knife, and pay him for his services for the next battle, which will be a 4-player end-of-round free-for-all. Will he prove useful, or be just a waste of coin? Stick around to find out. It'll be a big battle for sure. Can't believe it's already been 4 rounds of this campaign. Time flies. I also can't believe the generosity of the channel's patrons. You guys are the best. Thank you for supporting Cinematic Tabletop and allowing us to keep putting out high-quality battle reports and tutorials. Until next time, folks, take care and farewell.